Hello, YouTube viewers. Leo12 Skarr12 here again. Okay, this live stream is going to be about discussion on characters. Yes, it's been a while since I've been doing some actual uh videos. Hey, remember I used to make Sonic Sprite videos of my character Skarr the Hedgehog, or should I say Skarr Devante? Well, today I'm gonna make this is actually gonna be a first discussion on one of my primary characters who I used to be working with in the past. Starting with my character who I now have as my primary character, Skarr Devante. Okay, so what happened to Skarr Devante, you may ask? Well, apparently his appearance looked like Shattuck, well, Sonic and Shadow combined, but he was more of a goth kind of person. So my friend Destiny, who was named Dark Rose, she actually gave me a actual picture of my character Skarr Devante. So as you can see, I actually have him as my character here on my backpack. So yeah. Okay. This is truthfully him. This is actually Skarr Devante right here. Right there is Vixen. My friend Destiny actually gave me this character. So yes, he is actually one of my primary characters. His powers were recently chaos powers at first, like Sonic and Shadows, but now I developed him a little bit more, giving him different types of abilities, like say chi. You know how ki, and you know how the word chi, ki, like all that stuff. Okay, chi is what I actually developed with Skarr Devante. Now, with his chi, it's more compatible towards elemental powers. And his powers are like almost close to magnetizing almost anything. Yeah, lightning and water is his primary elements. So, yeah. When I made a actual role play with my friend Austin Rose, yeah, that's actually Leo, by the way. We developed the character. Our character is Leo the Hedgehog, so we had it Leo and Skarr's Adventures at first. So yeah, we kind of did that in the past. Now we're here in the present, so we don't role play like that anymore. But what my character Skarr Devante can actually do, he can manipulate, like magnetize his like anything around his environments, and he can use water to do like some water geysers and stuff. The best ability he has for water is called Water Halo. See, it's like a geyser, but but there's like a ring that comes around the platform where the his enemy or foe are standing right there. The water rises up and shoots from it like a big geyser. So that's called Water Halo. His lightning ability can actually he can summon lightning from the skies and then just like rain down on the enemies. But I'm actually going to give him a different type of power. So his lightning will update into something bigger, like say any kind of real futuristic power that he can learn from his parents. Primarily, Skarr Devante managed to get a upgrade from his friends. And actually, he doesn't get an upgrade from his friends. He develops new types of powers because he's more of a prodigy. He's like a genius level. He's like at a genius level, but he's only an A rank genius level. So yeah, the his transformations, you might say, he used to be in a demon transformation, but since now he's developed as more of an alien, as a hedgehog in a state right now, he's more kitsune. And I do mean he's a half breed between Kitsune. It was a hedgehog at first, but now I had to give him a different type of appearance. So yeah, up until the point he now reveals his true name as Rainio Liang, which is now one of my primary characters in my stories. And he is also one of my strongest characters. But back on to Skarr Devante. Skarr Devante is literally a war name between as Rain Liang. So yeah, Rain Liang used to be himself up until the point that he came across to Mobius, and then he becomes Skarr Devante. So he lived up that name, and then he became Rain Liang again. So um the best part about Skar's powers is his lightning and water can manipulate almost anything. So this is what his lightning powers can now do. He can manipulate his lightning and then like create like a living creature out of it. So the best creature he can create out of it as an attack, I would say it would be called a thunder dragon. Yes, a thunder dragon strike is like he can summon lightning and then he'll just like create a dragon out of it. He'll either pin down the enemy or like attack the enemy with that kind of attack. Oh, and speaking of the dragon attacks, that could he has a transformation based on an actual Eastern dragon. So yeah, y'all remember the nine dragon kings in the Chinese folklore in the Japanese dragon god Ryujin? Well, if any of you do not know what those dragons are, I believe you might look them up on the images. Now back on the topic. Now, Skarr Devante is able to transform himself into a dragon. So this is actually Rain's newest inner core transformations because it's like his inner being. So he's actually a kitsune half breed. He's half a nine-tailed fox, but only has one long tail. He's also half dragon because that's like the Eastern dragon part, and he's also a neko. So that's like the cat part of him. He's like a feline. He's like a canine, feline, and a dragon combined in like three species combined in one being. So yeah, he's an alien. But concentrating on Skarr Devante right now. Skarr Devante has the ability to transform himself into a dragon because it's like an instant transformation that he'll use only when like the battles get rough. Like say if the enemy was like overcoming him, he would use that dragon transformation and he'll try and maintain it. So the instant part, reason why I say the word instant, because he has like control of it, but he doesn't have full mastery of it. So yes, that's exactly how he is able to take down his enemies in that transformation. But as for the other transformations, he can't use them yet because apparently he hasn't awakened his full potential as an actual character of Rain Liang, who is an alien, who is an Arcresian. Yes, I said it. Rain Liang is an Arcresian, meaning Skarr has a fragment part of Arcresian powers. So his chi is able to manifest a lot of power. So it gets to where he will release his full potential. Yeah, and just like how here in the picture that he is right now, in the future he'll look just like the ones like the character Rain Liang, which is also Skar's true name in my story. So yeah, in that story, Skarr Devante is more and one of my tough characters. He's not overpowered like every other character you see on Sonic Sprite videos or Sonic movies or video games or TV shows you see. But Skarr Devante is actually one of my original Sonic fan characters. Now moved up to an actual character that he is more alien-like. Oh, about Skar's parents, he didn't have. I mean, he did have parents at first, but he didn't truly have parents in my stories. So, but he did have like a brother and a cousin. He actually had he did have one brother. His name was Gash. Yeah, Gash Devante. So yeah, like Skarr, Gash, and everything like that. Yeah, you could say that's what he is. So that's actually Rain's Skar's brother Gash. As for his cousin, he goes by the name Kid O'Meara. Kid O'Meara is actually like a pure white. Is like a pure white. I'm gonna say he's a pure white fox, because he's like a kitsune himself, but he also has dragon genetics all in his body, but it's not close to Western or Eastern. I say it is Eastern, but he only has the wings for like some constructed flight. I'm gonna say he uses the wings for flight. But back on Skarr Devante. So the reason why you see Skarr Devante on this picture was a hedgehog, now an alien, because there's some abilities of an alien that Skarr can actually manipulate to. So he can adapt to almost anything, but not everything though, because it's like you'll think he's a god, but he's not a god. He's an actual strong, one of my primary strong characters in my past era. So yeah. Okay, this is actually my first discussion on my character Skarr Devante, which is him, by the way. So I really hope you guys like this video. My next other discussions will be about like my other characters and my new futuristic characters that are stronger and tougher. So the best ones that will be available will be Rain Liang. Will be up next soon. So for now, I must go. So apparently I'm actually limited. Thanks for watching, guys, and remember, play it cool.